Number 10, Horsetail Falls Firefall Hour. Next stop on this journey into the mysterious and captivating is Horsetail Falls, nestled in Central California's Yosemite Valley. Yosemite is renowned for its countless waterfalls, but Horsetail Falls stands out as an extraordinary natural spectacle. Horsetail Falls flows over the eastern edge of El Capitan, a colossal granite monolith, creating a mesmerizing sight during the winter and early spring months. The waterfall features two distinct streams that plunge approximately 1,500 feet down steep slabs, producing a fine mist that blankets the area. From there, it continues its descent another 500 feet to the valley floor. The fall is already a breathtaking sight in its own right, but for just a few days at the end of February, it transforms into a dazzling display known as the Firefall. To witness this remarkable event, a specific set of conditions must align perfectly. As the sun dips below the horizon, everything around begins to darken, and for a moment it appears as though the Firefall may have failed to ignite. But as the sunlight fades away, the waterfall captures the last rays of daylight, which reflect off the fall's cascading waters. This creates a stunning, short-lived effect that resembles a cascade of liquid fire pouring down the granite face. However, even if you find yourself in the right spot at the right time of year, there's no guarantee you'll witness the firefall. This captivating phenomenon requires a clear sky devoid of clouds or haze and a sufficient snowmelt to feed the waterfall. Interestingly, the firefall has a historical legacy in Yosemite. From the 1880s until the 1960s, Yosemite Park authorities used to create artificial firefalls by pushing massive piles of burning coals off a cliff. This created a popular tourist attraction. However, the park discontinued this practice in the 1960s due to concerns about fire hazards. Luckily, nature itself picked up where the park rangers left off. The firefall phenomenon was rediscovered by famed climber and photographer Galen Rowell, who captured its breathtaking beauty in a photograph in 1973. Even when it's not catching the late February sun, Horsetail Falls remains an impressive natural wonder. It's the second highest free-falling waterfall in Yosemite Valley, with the highest being Ribbon Falls, located on the opposite side of El Capitan. Number 9. Deadly Sossusvlei Dunes. Amidst the towering red dunes of Namib National Park in the central Namib Desert, there's an area known as Sossusvlei, but it harbors a deadly secret. This strange and alien landscape is characterized by rich red dunes that owe their hue to their age. Over 1,000 years, the sand has literally rusted. However, there's another part of this landscape known as Dead Vlei, and it's even more deadly and haunting. Dead Vlei, or Dead Marsh in Afrikaans, is located among some of the tallest dunes in the world, with some reaching heights of up to 1,300 feet, almost as lofty as the Empire State Building. However, what makes Dead Vlei truly deadly is its history. Once it was much like Sossusvlei, with a river dancing into it, nourishing desert life and even trees. But around 900 years ago, the climate shifted, and the dunes effectively cut off Dead Vlei from the river. The region became too dry for the trees to decompose naturally. Instead, they simply scorched black in the relentless sun, creating a barren forest of dead trees. These trees are now over 1,000 years old and stand as monuments to their own destruction. While Dead Vlei may appear devoid of life, it is not entirely lifeless. Salsola shrubs and clumps of Nara melon somehow manage to survive by subsisting off the rare morning mists that sweep through the area. Visiting Sossusvlei and Dead Vlei is an otherworldly experience, offering the chance to witness the sunrise or sunset over the immense red sand dunes of the Namib Desert. The skies here are among the clearest on the planet, adding to the surreal and deadly beauty of this unique desert landscape. Number 8. Slope Point, where the world slopes away. In the southern reaches of New Zealand's South Island, there's a place where it feels like the world is slipping away beneath your feet. Known as Slope Point, it's a remote and enigmatic location that holds the curious distinction of being the southernmost point of New Zealand's South Island. But what makes it truly mysterious is the landscape itself. At Slope Point, the land appears to defy the laws of gravity as it dramatically slopes away towards the tempestuous Southern Ocean. The relentless icy winds that sweep across this desolate terrain have shaped the trees in bizarre, wind-swept forms. These trees, mostly hardy and twisted evergreens, bend and contort in response to the fierce Antarctic gales that batter the region. The feeling of standing at Slope Point is surreal and eerie, as if you're at the edge of the world. There's a sense of isolation and vulnerability here, as the land plunges steeply towards the tumultuous sea. While Slope Point may not have the grandeur of towering mountains or lush forests, its stark, windswept beauty and unsettling topography make it a place that continues to captivate and mystify those who venture to its remote location. Number 7. The enigmatic AlNasla Rock Formation, split by nature's hand. In the heart of Saudi Arabia's Tama Oasis lies an astonishing natural wonder that seems almost too perfect to be the work of nature. The AlNasla Rock Formation is a massive sandstone boulder that appears to have been effortlessly cleaved in two, almost as if it was sliced apart by an otherworldly force. Standing at 20 feet in height, the AlNasla Rock rests upon two naturally occurring pedestals, giving it the appearance of hovering in perfect balance. What makes this formation truly captivating is that the rock is split down the middle with remarkable precision, creating a narrow gap that runs through its center. While it might appear as though an extraterrestrial laser weapon or some supernatural force is responsible for this split, the reality is firmly rooted in earthly processes. The sandstone rocks in this region are believed to date back thousands of years, and their formation is attributed to natural weathering. One theory proposes that the AlNasla Rock sits atop a fault line, and the initial split occurred due to shifts in the ground beneath it. Over time, the gap might have served as a wind tunnel for sand-laden gusts, sweeping across the landscape. As grains of sand passed through the gap, they could have gradually sanded down the uneven crack, eventually resulting in the smooth, narrow channel we see today. Another theory suggests that freeze-thaw weathering played a role. Water may have entered a small crack in the sandstone rock in ancient times. When this water froze, it expanded, causing the crack to widen. As the climate warmed, the ice would have thawed and melted away, leaving behind a perfectly straight gap dividing the rock. Regardless of the exact process that led to its formation, the AlNasla Rock continues to stand as a testament to the fascinating ways in which nature can create seemingly impossible and visually stunning geological formations. It's a place where the forces of time and weather have left an indelible mark, captivating the imagination of all who encounter it. Number 6. The mysterious Moeraki Boulders, nature's perfect spheres. Our next intriguing destination takes us to the east coast of New Zealand's South Island, where a peculiar natural wonder has captured the imagination of all who lay eyes upon it. Known as the Moeraki Boulders, these enormous spherical stones dot the Koekohe Beach like ancient marbles scattered by giants. The Moeraki Boulders are unlike any other rock formations in the world, both in appearance and origin. These remarkable spheres, some measuring up to 7 feet in diameter, are believed to have formed millions of years ago on the ocean floor. Each boulder consists of a core of mud, silt, and clay, which is surrounded by a hard outer shell of crystallized minerals, primarily calcite. The most captivating aspect of the Moeraki Boulders is their near-perfect spherical shape. It's as if nature meticulously carved these massive stones into precise orbs. However, the true process of their formation is much more complex. Geologists theorize that the Moeraki Boulders began as concretions, rounded masses of sedimentary rock that develop within the sediment over time. As minerals precipitate out of the surrounding mud, they slowly build up layer by layer, gradually forming the boulders we see today. This process can take millions of years, and the result is a series of nearly spherical stones scattered along the beach. The Moeraki Boulders have not only fascinated scientists, but also inspired local Maori legends and stories. According to Maori tradition, these boulders are the remnants of eel baskets, gourds, and sweet potatoes that washed ashore after the legendary canoe, the Araituru, shipwrecked near Moeraki. Visiting Koekohe Beach and the Moeraki Boulders is a mesmerizing experience. So, if you ever find yourself on the shores of New Zealand's South Island, be sure to pay a visit to the enigmatic Moeraki Boulders, where nature's artistry is on full display and mysteries of the past continue to beguile curious minds.